Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, two major players in the local healthcare sector have come to an agreement that will preserve patient care and access.
Covenant Health and Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield announced that agreement today, saying the terms of the arrangement will allow Anthem members to maintain access to in-network care at St. Joseph Healthcare in Bangor and all Covenant facilities and providers in the state of Maine. That also includes Bangor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Covenant Health also has facilities in Lewiston and Biddeford.
Gunfire brought an abrupt end to the 4th of July celebrations in Naples, leaving one injured, a suspect at large, and a community in shock. Owen Kingsley has the story.
Police say 18-year-old Alexander Goodwin of Bridgeton allegedly shot and injured a teen last night. While police are still looking for him, the Naples community is disturbed that a violent crime like this could interrupt a holiday celebration.
But it was a shock that it would happen at a family event like this.
Around 7 o'clock Tuesday night, police say 18-year-old Alexander Goodwin fired 5 gunshots along the Naples Causeway. One of those bullets hitting someone under 18 years old. The victim taken to the hospital by life flight.
We did see the helicopter fly over and we go, wow, somebody's been hurt.
Police say after the shooting, Goodwin ran off.
It's pretty crazy. It's sad, you know. You see it going a lot, shootings happening in the country and whatnot.
Witnesses tell us at the time, hundreds of people were gathered by the water for the town's 4th of July fireworks.
People don't seem to care about discharging firearms in the middle of people that can get hurt.
The Cumberland County Sheriff's Office is turning to the public for help in finding Goodwin.
We think the suspect is out of the area, and we're chasing down leads now. You've probably seen vehicles going by. Anything that comes in, we're looking for him.
Police don't believe Goodwin is armed, but still urge caution. If you do see him, just call 911.
It's easier if you come forward and admit what you did.
Police describe Goodwin as about 5 feet 8 inches and 120 pounds. He was last seen wearing blue jeans and a gray sweatshirt.
That was Owen Kingsley reporting. In other news tonight, back in the day, Bangor International Airport used to be called Dow Air Force Base, and it was home to nearly 5,000 service members. Built around the time of World War II, the Alert Building on the base served as a bunker that housed military pilots and was used as a rapid response facility in the event of a national security threat. Well, now that building is slated to be torn down. The demolition project will be completed with the help of a $900,000 grant from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. The Alert Building hasn't been used since the 1960s.
It's turned into a place for wildlife, which is not good to have on an airfield. We do our best to mitigate wildlife on the airfield without harming them. We work with the USDA, but this is really a site that the FAA has deemed a wildlife hazard.
Well, the work to remove the bunker will begin this October. The hope is to use the land it is on for potential freight and warehouse needs there.
After one of the rainiest Junes in recent years, campgrounds across the state are seeing higher cancellation numbers. Our Grace Blanchard visited a campground in Trenton to see how they're handling the impacts of this rainy season.
The recent weather has been causing cancellations at campgrounds all across the state, and that's no different here at Wild Acadia.
We've definitely seen some cancellations. I think we're also, again, not getting when the weather's not great, we're not getting the more last-minute bookings, you know, the people who like to wait and see what the weather is.
The campground and fun park offer lots of outdoor attractions, but the owners say the recent rain did impact their numbers this past holiday week.
This week over the 4th, we were not 100% booked, and I think we would have been if it was a really nice weather leading up to it.
And campers are still feeling a little on edge looking towards the future forecast.
The idea of rain is like, really, I hope it doesn't happen because we still haven't made it to Acadia, the national park.
And staff say the rain is not the only factor for the slow start.
People have, as far as down in Bar Harbor, I feel like a lot of people are traveling internationally instead of domestically. So I think as far as campground and stuff like that, I feel like we are starting to see those lower numbers in the beginning of the season.
But despite the slow start, they say the rest of the season does look more hopeful.
I'd say the season looks very promising. We need to have good weather for sure, and this is certainly a beautiful day. We're loving this. but the 10-day forecast isn't looking fantastic right now, but I'm hopeful that we're going to have a good weather pattern shift and things will start looking up.
In Trenton, Grace Blanchard, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, following the city's fireworks show last night, some people took to the Bangor 4th of July celebrations Facebook page to voice their disappointment in the event. Those frustrated with the display cited the lack of visibility, saying that the fireworks should have been set off over the waterfront or Main Savings Amphitheater. Others say they were simply misled as to where the fireworks would actually be fired from. In a statement from the Greater Bangor Area 4th of July Committee, they apologized for the visibility challenges, saying they were forced to relocate to Bass Park due to circumstances beyond their control. We reached out to the committee's president, Tony Bernacchi, for an interview, but he declined. The organization says anyone interested in donating or becoming part of the Bangor 4th of July Committee should visit bangor4th.org for more details.
As people head to water parks and pools this summer, experts are sharing important swimming safety tips to keep in mind. Our David Ledford spoke with instructors about what you should do before you dive into your next adventure.
Learn how to swim is the biggest, most important thing. As soon as children are able, you want to help them learn how to swim.
With summer in full swing, Mainers are making a splash at pools and lakes across the state. However, swimming unprepared can be dangerous. The CDC says drowning deaths tend to spike in the summer. And instructors are issuing an important reminder to never swim alone.
Always have a buddy or a parent around, and then parents always keep an eye on your kids.
Even experienced swimmers should ask themselves a few questions before they hit the water.
How far, are you able to go comfortably? Are you out of breath? Are you able to tread water? So treading water is when you stay in one place and you keep your head above water. How long can you do that for?
Whether taking a swim or lounging on the beach, experts also say to watch out for the early warning signs of heat stroke.
The early signs are you start to feel too hot. Your skin gets red. You want to immediately get out of the sun. You can get sick. You can pass out. You want to take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water while you're getting rehydrated.
Instructors shared tips for what to do if you find yourself struggling in the water.
One of the things we teach our kids is when they're tired, when they're swimming, they flip and roll on their backs and do a back float.
Instructors say that inexperienced swimmers should always wear a life jacket. To learn about safe swimming and more, go to redcross.org or visit the Bangor YMCA. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, no doubt folks will be looking for cool places to retreat to tomorrow.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a real heater. Today was too, but looking ahead to tomorrow, it's just going to be
even steamier.
Yeah, cranking up the dial.
Indeed. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather today is brought to you by Webb's RV. Check out the spring and summer specials on RVs and campers. Don't forget, we have the sharpest pencil in town. All right, folks, look at this. What a great scene to see some upper 80s, close to 90 degrees earlier today. A little bit cooler by the coast. Rockland, 80 degrees. Bar Harbor, 84 degrees. So beach weather for sure. Hopefully, you folks really enjoyed your time outdoors today. A good amount of passing clouds, a couple of sprinkles here and there. Most of those stronger storms are just south and east of town, and that will be improving and moving out of the area. So really conditions will be in the clear very, very soon. Right now, though, visibilities aren't too bad. We are all pretty much at a 10. That means things are looking great. Air quality, though, we are in the green as well. There's a couple of spots down south, close to the Portland area as well, that are more on the moderate end, still not air quality advisory criteria. Tonight, though, we're looking at temperatures continuing to cool off, hovering in those mid-60s. Beth?
Oh boy, we're ready then.
Definitely preparing for tomorrow.
Indeed. Yeah. All right, well, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, we'll introduce you to a Tennessee man who's been traveling the country with the goal of selling 50 of his custom-made shirts in all 50 states.
And the Holden Police Department partners with the Eastern Area Agency on Aging to get food and other essential items to seniors. We'll have those stories and more local news when we come right back.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein to learn about your legal rights. Maine has the highest rate of mesothelioma fatalities in the U.S. You may be eligible to receive compensation if you were exposed to asbestos products while working in a shipyard, mill, factory, or construction site. For a free case evaluation, dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Issue an alert. Our missing person just became the prime suspect.
Don't miss Alert. Thursdays on Fox.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
You can join Fox 22 and ABC 7 online at foxbangor.com. Be a part of the conversation on Twitter and join our Facebook family at Fox ABC Maine. Follow, like, watch. Download the new Fox Bangor app from the App Store or Google Play and get your news anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back. 3 UMaine seniors got to put their construction-related technology project to the test on Maine TV, and you can see their debut tomorrow. Maine Public's Green Light Maine is a show where local folks pitch business ideas to panels of judges to try and win some funding, and their college edition will feature 3 hardworking UMaine students. Alex Mayer, Dylan Dunton, and Jacob Wilds created the app startup My Pocket Workshop. The app aims to help engineers, woodworkers, metalsmiths, and hobbyists in finding local supplies and instructions for their projects.
The idea is that we'd be placing the power of design that so far only manufacturers hold into the hands of your average hobbyist.
The 3 students visited UMaine's Foster Center for Innovation to present the business idea. You can watch their pitch on Green Light Maine tomorrow, July 6th at 8:30 p.m. on Maine Public Television.
Best of luck to all those contestants. Meanwhile, a man from Chattanooga, Tennessee is making his way across the country selling his custom-made T-shirts. Some of the states he's been to include Florida, Virginia, Maryland, and now he's in Maine. Doug Banks tells us more about what inspired his cross-country journey.
Just spread the idea of self-investment. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about inspiring people to do this right here. Invest in themselves.
Zach Riddle is a 25-year-old artist who's on a mission to sell 50 T-shirts in 50 states for $50 a piece. And he doesn't leave the state he's in until all 50 T-shirts are sold. He started a few months ago in his home state of Tennessee and has made his way up the East Coast in his Honda CR-V, crashing on friends' couches or sleeping in his own car. This past week he found himself in Maine, and so far he has visited Portland, Bar Harbor, and now Bangor.
This is the first day out here selling here in Bangor, so I'm excited to meet the people out here as well and just continue to, spread good vibes.
The money made selling shirts goes towards funding his trip across the country and towards the small businesses he partners with to print his custom shirts. In Maine, he partnered with NLC Inc. in Fairfield. He says his goal is to push himself, not only as an artist and entrepreneur, but as a person.
There are people out there in the world that want to support you. It is up to you to go find them. They're not necessarily going to find you, but if you go put yourself out there into the world, you put positivity out into the world, positivity will find a way back to you.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Inspirational message there. And for more on Zach and his journey, you can click the link on this story on our website, foxbangor.com.
Well, the town of Holden and its police department teamed up with the Eastern Area Agency on Aging to provide some seniors with food Wednesday morning. Participants showed up to the police department where they were given a box of food, and attendees could also request pet essentials like dog food and cat litter. Holden Police Chief Eddie Benjamin says efforts like this remind everyone about the importance of helping those who need it most.
It's a good opportunity for us to interact with people and, see a little smile on their face. And it's very important for us to be, as I said, engaged with the community.
Chief Benjamin says this service is available on the first Monday of every month. Older adults interested in taking part should call the Holden Town Office at 843-5151 for more information.
It's so great to see the Holden Police Department just continuing their strong history of giving back to their community.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely have a track record for kindness, and it looks like it's going to continue indefinitely, and that's great.
It really is.
All right.
Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, the long holiday weekend was plagued with violence. We'll have updates from shootings in 3 major cities.
And cocaine was discovered in the West Wing. We'll hear from the White House. Those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
Your roof is your first line of defense against the elements. Ensure it's always at peak performance with Peak Performance Roofing. With more than 20 years of experience in the roofing industry, our professionals provide quality craftsmanship and expertise that you can rely on. We are fully insured and stand behind our work. You can trust us to get the job done right the first time. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Peak Performance Roofing today to schedule your free estimate. 416-8301. Peak Performance Roofing. Your roof is our priority.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching.
Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Since 1950, Fairhaven Camps, located in Brooks, Maine, has provided quality Christian summer camping experiences to young people from Maine and beyond. At Fairhaven Camps, we empower youth from ages 6 through 17 to seek the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Fairhaven Camps offers day or overnight camps as well as horsemanship and wilderness camps. Fairhaven Camps is now hiring for summer staff and accepting registration for campers. To sign up, apply, or donate, please visit www.fairhavencamps.org or call us today.
Check out the new Tempur Ergo Smart Bases. Experience the sleep lab at Jordan's.
ABC 7, Fox 22, Mainly Eyes, and River's Edge Chiropractic want to send you to see Big Time Rush live in concert on their Can't Get Enough tour with special guests Max and Jax Tuesday, July 11th at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at Mainly Eyes in the Bangor Mall. Mainly Eyes, you'll see the difference. And River's Edge Chiropractic Wellness Center in Old Town. Win tickets to see Big Time Rush July 11th on the Bangor waterfront. You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
The Biden administration is once again challenging Congress to act on gun control measures following shootings in cities across the nation over the extended holiday weekend. At least 3 mass shootings over the last 3 days claimed at least 13 lives and injured dozens. Fox's Aisha Hasni has more.
Republicans in Congress need to act.
The White House calling on Republicans to pass gun reform once again after a long weekend of violence across the country. In Philadelphia, police arrested 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker for gunning down 5 people and injuring 5 more Monday night. The youngest victim, a 2-year-old boy, shot 4 times in his legs while sitting in a car.
It is time for a bunch of legislators who wear AR-15 lapel pins. It's time for them to quit or to get voted out.
Progressive District Attorney Larry Krasner is directly blaming Republicans at the Capitol and Harrisburg for not passing stricter gun laws, even though the suspect had a past gun conviction and got his firearms illegally. While Democratic Mayor Jim Kenney is blasting Washington altogether.
Don't hold your breath for the legislature or Congress to change anything. You'll turn blue.
Baltimore's mayor is also calling for gun reform after shots broke out at a block party over the weekend, killing 2 people and injuring 28.
We need all of Congress to get on board and enact real gun law changes.
Maryland's Democratic Governor Wes Moore vowing to work to prevent any more violence, but he is facing criticism of his own for waiting 2 days to visit the scene.
Where have you been the past 2 days? Why have you not been able to?
You know what I've been doing the past 2 days? I've been coordinating federal, state, and local response.
Philadelphia has seen a huge spike in the use of illegal ghost guns, so the city has now filed a lawsuit against 2 of the largest suppliers in an effort to try to curb gun violence. In New York, I'm Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
Meanwhile, Russia is suggesting it could be open to a possible prisoner swap involving jailed Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. While this is encouraging news to those close to Gershkovich, they are also expressing cautious optimism. Fox's Jeff Paul has the story.
They've detained him since late March, accusing him of spying. But Russian officials may now be signaling they're open to the idea of exchanging Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich for one of their own. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov hinting of a possible prisoner swap during his most recent briefing on Tuesday.
We have said that there are certain contacts on this matter, but we do not want to make them public in any way. They must be carried out and continued in complete silence.
While White House officials say they don't have any breakthroughs to share, the Kremlin's comments offer some relief to Evan's colleagues at the Wall Street Journal.
Obviously, anything that signals the prospect of some movement gives us some encouragement, but I would say overall in terms of our mood, we are still prepared for this to be the long haul that we've always expected it to be.
Wall Street Journal Washington Bureau Chief Paul Beckett says they're also relieved to hear U.S. Ambassador to Russia Lynn Tracy was granted access to visit with Evan for the first time in nearly 3 months. The U.S. Embassy in Russia saying in part, Evan is in good health and remains resilient despite the circumstances. We hope that the Russian authorities will provide regular consular access. While Evan waits for his next day in a Russian court on espionage charges both the U.S. government and his employers say are bogus, Beckett has a message for Russia.
Let him go. They know he's not a spy. They know he's a journalist. He's a very good journalist, and he was a reporter there reporting on a country that he loved.
Friday marks 100 days since Evan was in prison. His colleagues at the Wall Street Journal tell us it's time to not only get him home, but back to work and back in the newsroom. In London, Jeff Paul, Fox News.
Meanwhile, a surprising probe underway at the White House. The Secret Service is now investigating how cocaine was discovered in the West Wing on Sunday in an area that gets a lot of visitors. Fox's Alexis McAdams has the latest.
Among the questions reporters peppered the president with on Wednesday was one about the discovery of cocaine inside of the White House. President Biden didn't respond, but a short time later, Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre provided some additional details about the substance, which was confirmed to be cocaine.
Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area.
The Secret Service now investigating how the illegal drug was brought into the West Wing, where hundreds of people pass through each day. Agents conducting DNA and fingerprint testing in addition to reported searches of visitor logs and surveillance video, trying to figure out who stashed the substance in a cubbyhole located in an area where visitors and staffers enter and store their belongings.
It just seems very unlikely that that would be a tourist, because that would mean that the Secret Service screening up at Pennsylvania Avenue or down by the Ellipse failed to detect it coming in, which would be very troubling for the security of the White House.
The cocaine was found during a routine Secret Service sweep Sunday night, prompting a brief evacuation. President Biden and his family were not in the White House at the time. The amount discovered isn't known, but possession of cocaine is a misdemeanor offense in Washington, D.C. Administration officials say they will take appropriate action once the Secret Service is done with their investigation. In New York, I'm Alexis McAdams, Fox News.
Well, smoking pot after undergoing surgery could lead to an increased risk of complications and in some cases even death. That is according to a new study published today in the journal JAMA Surgery. Researchers analyzed data from over 12,000 hospitalized patients after 11 types of major elective surgery. Those included folks who had a hip or knee replacement, spinal or lumbar disc surgery, hernia repair, and gallbladder or colon surgery. Now, over 6,200 of the patients studied had a cannabis use disorder. They were carefully matched with those who were not overly dependent. Data showed pot users were more at risk for blocked arteries, stroke, kidney injuries, blood clots, infection, and even in-hospital death. Many also had longer stays in the hospital recovering, which led to higher hospital bills.
Well, loneliness might be harmful to diabetics, even more so than smoking. A new study finds that long periods of loneliness could be worse than depression, smoking, and lack of physical activity for those with diabetes. Researchers from Tulane University say socialization has an effect on heart health, and diabetics who lack social contacts are more at risk for cardiovascular disease. Out of the more than 18,000 diabetics who took part in this study, the loneliest participants had an 11 to 26% increased risk for heart diseases. Researchers recommend patients with diabetes to join a class with people who have similar interests in order to make some more friends.
Well, the Israeli military withdrew its troops from a militant stronghold in the West Bank, warning its intense military operation in the occupied territory could happen again. The intense two-day raid killed at least 12 Palestinians and an Israeli soldier. Infrastructure used by residents of the Jenin refugee camp was hit hard. Now, some Palestinians are angry with their government's response to the deadly raids. Fox's Trey Yingst has that story.
A chaotic scene in Jenin after Israel ends the largest military operation in the West Bank in 2 decades. This time, militant fighters and angry Palestinians confront their own authorities, accusing them of weakness after the 2-day raid. Senior Palestinian officials, surrounded by supporters, walk away as angry Palestinians chant, "Get out." Hundreds also marching through the streets of the Jenin refugee camp, carrying their dead. Israel's 2-day raid left behind wrecked streets and burned out cars. Residents either hunkered down or left and are now coming back to the devastating damage.
Israel destroyed the infrastructure in a way that is unacceptable and unprecedented.
Damaged pipes sending water pooling into the streets while residents have no running taps. Workers are trying to fix electrical lines and restore utilities.
We no longer have a sewage system. No water, no electricity, no phones. There's nothing left.
Israeli officials maintain they were just defending their people.
This is just the first step. It's not, by no means, the last action that we will take.
The violence is spilling over from Jenin. Palestinians in Gaza overnight fired 5 rockets into southern Israel. In Jerusalem, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, while Twitter is mired in controversy and technical difficulties, Meta prepares to strike with their upcoming Threads app.
And in sports, we hear from former Bangor native George Shea about his journey with Major League eating. We'll be right back.
And the whole world is wondering, what's it going to take to stop this U.S. team?
Go, Smith!
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy-here, pay-here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again. And those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Jim Small Engine, Snow's Corner Road, Arlington, brings years of experience and a large parts inventory to make your engine as good as new. Lawnmowers, chainsaws, rototillers, wood splitters, generators, blowers, trimmers, and power washers will leave Jim Small Engines fully repaired, shiny clean, and ready to go. Jim Small Engines is an authorized dealer for these top brands and sells a wide array of used engines as well as new and used parts and accessories. Call Jim Small Engines at 825-3527. Check their website and like them on Facebook.
It's the Midsummer Classic on Fox.
Man, is this going to be fun. Stars all over the field.
The world's biggest headliners serving up their mammoth hits. They're taking center stage for one incredible show.
Welcome back. Meta is gearing up to launch its brand new Threads app. Experts say it will be a major rival to Twitter. Fox's Kelly O'Grady has more.
Well, big tech company Meta is now launching their own Twitter competitor. So it's going to be an app with short text-based posts that users can respond to and then share more broadly. It's going to be called Threads, and it's set to launch tomorrow. Now, earlier in the week, Threads appeared as a pre-order in the App Store, teasing what folks could expect from the app. It's going to be linked to your Instagram if you do have one, so you can keep the same username, follow the same folks that you already do with one click of a button. And that's really attractive because it can help users build a following very quickly if they migrate that audience over from Instagram. It's also why analysts are calling it a potential Twitter killer, right? Meta can leverage that existing user base from Instagram as well as their strong relationships with advertisers. And this is something that they've done before. Instagram is known for creating similar versions of products that are already in the marketplace. They did this with TikTok when they launched Reels. They did it with Snap when they launched Instagram Stories. But many are already opining on some data concerns. So Twitter founder Jack Dorsey posted this. It's a screenshot from the App Store of all the data that Threads will collect on you with the caption, "All your threads belong to us." Though admittedly, Twitter also tracks a number of those same markers. What's interesting is this comes at a time when Twitter is facing some extreme challenges under Elon Musk. A source actually shared with me that Threads was in development for months, but it was accelerated because of the fact that Twitter is dealing with backlash over paying for blue checks and limits on the number of tweets users can read.
Limits and not being able to access public information, locking the sites down, requiring a login, that's all hurting Twitter at the moment.
But the two big questions for me ahead of this launch are, will that Instagram base take to microblogging, right? It's very focused on photos right now. And will Twitter users want to trade one billionaire, Elon Musk, for another, Mark Zuckerberg? Kelly O'Grady in Los Angeles for Fox Business.
Well, at least 5 people are recovering from injuries after being bitten by sharks at beaches around Long Island over the past couple of days. And it's not just the East Coast seeing an increase in encounters. Fox's CB Cotton shows us from Robert Moses Beach on Long Island.
Shark sightings and shark attacks spanning the East Coast. This pod of 50 sand tiger sharks spotted in the waters off of Long Island on the 4th of July. Worried beachgoers putting their trust in lifeguards.
I thought they did a really great job the other day pulling everybody out of the water.
I trust that people are looking out. I also look to see if there are birds working. I look to see if there are dolphins. I look to see if the water's murky.
Long Island is bracing to outpace last summer's 8 shark attacks. This week alone, 5 shark bites in only 2 days.
It was alarming. We had to stay out of the water for a couple of hours, and then they let everybody back in.
According to TrackingSharks.com, which tracks reports of shark attacks, there have been 23 so far this year, 2 provoked, but none were fatal.
It's a little scary, but honestly, like, it is what it is, you know? I mean, this is their home.
While unprovoked attacks are rare, experts say sharks are swimming closer to the shoreline than ever before to feed on smaller fish.
5 years ago, we didn't see the sharks close. Every now and then before that, you'd see a shark. Now we're seeing them regularly. So that is our new normal.
But there are ways for swimmers to avoid being mistaken for food.
Swimmers should only swim in lifeguard protected areas. Don't go into murky waters, and do not go into areas that have dolphins or other marine life.
Lifeguards and EMTs at New York beaches are not only using drones, they're also using jet skis to survey waters this summer. On Long Island, I'm CB Cotton, Fox News.
Well, travelers across the U.S. are seeing some relief from days of flight disruptions. The Federal Aviation Administration expected some 50,000 flights to take off today. Fox's Jonathan Siri has more.
Gusty winds and hail are threatening to upend travel plans for millions of people flying home after the July 4th holiday. Forecasters expect strong thunderstorms to pummel much of the Midwest and plains through Friday. Some travelers, though, say things are running smoothly so far.
Pretty good. I'm excited. We're excited to go to Vegas.
According to tracking service FlightAware, more than 1,800 flights were delayed or canceled by early afternoon on Wednesday. At Buffalo Niagara International Airport, multiple flights were temporarily paused due to a widespread power outage. The disruptions, though, are an improvement from recent days when bad weather and staffing shortages made for a not-so-festive start to the holiday weekend.
Had to wait in this line for over 2 hours just so I could get rebooked until to come back again today.
And with the travel industry still rebounding from the pandemic, experts warn delays could continue. They are urging folks to be proactive when booking flights this summer.
Take the earliest flights in the day, because if they're delayed or canceled, you have the best chance of getting out that particular day. Have travel insurance, because the airlines are not necessarily liable to give you compensation if you're delayed.
According to the TSA, more than 12 million travelers passed through U.S. airports over the course of the long holiday weekend. In Atlanta, Jonathan Siri, Fox News.
Definitely a little disconcerting to see travel delays continue, or travel complications anyway, continue at such a high rate.
Yeah, and especially around these holidays where there are just so many people on the move.
Yeah.
So just really kind of setting back plans for families, here and across the country.
Yeah, definitely some work to be done there to get it a little bit better organized, I think.
Yeah, let's hope that happens.
Alrighty, well, coming up, we have all the answers in our full 5 days. Stay with us.
All right, folks, we had temperatures in the upper 80s today. It was hot. It really felt like a beach weather day out there, but cooler temperatures will be rolling in. Big question is when. I'll have the answers and more coming up.
Who likes to drink good coffee? At Carabassa Coffee Company, we roast premium quality coffee beans from all over the world. Roasted to perfection in small batches, our coffee is always fresh. We offer a large selection, including our specialty blends, organics, single origins, decaf, and flavor. Whether you like light, medium, or dark roasts, we have coffee to suit every taste. We offer flat rate shipping for online orders, and we ship fast. Carabassa Coffee Company. Drink good coffee.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
You guys ready to mix it up? Yeah!
12 celebrities embarking on daring missions.
We did it! The crime scene kitchen is open.
Welcome to Beat Shazam.
We are Pressure, pressure. Don't forget the lyrics. It's back.
This is United Tastes of America. I'm looking for my next food star. On Fox.
Small fridge. Mini fridge.
Yeah!
25 words or less.
We're going all the way today.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Happy Wednesday and welcome back, my friends. Hopefully you had a wonderful 4th of July. Our main weather today is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. All right, we made it. It was hot out there today. Finally, temperatures close to 90 degrees. Of course, that heat is still in Texas. You look at El Paso, look at Phoenix and Vegas in the hundreds right now, close to 110 in Phoenix, and that has been an ongoing trend the last several days. For us, though, we don't want hundreds. Even 90s are a little hot, but hey, we'll take 89 for tomorrow as well. And then some low to mid 80s by Friday into Saturday, close to 80 by Sunday. And then next week, we are cooling back down slightly below average in those mid 70s. Other than that, I mean, go out, enjoy the outdoors today and tomorrow. If you are going off the coast in the waters, maybe fishing or just swimming, water temperatures are finally starting to rise in those mid to upper 60s. So that's pretty comfortable to swim. Still a little bit more on the chilly end, but hey, we will take that. Waves are pretty much calm. We're looking at maybe a solid 2 to 4 feet. You got to go well offshore to get into that 4-foot range, but 2 feet is what you should be expecting by the beaches. Wind speed wise are pretty calm as well. We're looking at a solid 9 mile per hour sustained wind in town, anywhere from 6 to a 0 mile an hour wind in Machias. So things are looking calm all over the state. Good news for us. Really enjoyable weather. Besides, the dew points are a little bit higher up, but hey, you can't have everything if you know what I mean. But other than that, we are clearing up. Finally, things are starting to improve. The next couple of days, we're actually going to see a good amount of sunshine. Finally, the rain will be leaving the area. Rain, go away. Our prayers are coming true, but not for long, folks. There's going to be a little bit more rain moving on in, I would say in like 3 days. Now, most of the heavier rain is just south of the Chicago area. Some stronger storms are popping up there right ahead of a cold front that will be cooling everybody off. For us, though, tomorrow we're looking at pretty clear skies. This is mostly Virga. Precipitation not quite reaching the ground, so it is falling from the clouds, showing up on the radar, but it is not quite reaching the ground as the air will be a little bit more dry. Still on the muggy end, though, of the rest of the week, and then really going up there by, I would say, Sunday morning. That's when those dew points will be much, much higher. Tonight, though, we're looking at mid-60s outside, another mild night. Decreasing clouds, though, areas of dense fog will be in the area, so please slow down. Tomorrow, though, it's going to be hot. Summer weather once again. Yes, very exciting upper 80s, partly cloudy skies, and then extended forecast outlook does show a little bit cooler temperatures starting to roll in and more chances of showers and thunderstorms by the weekend. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much.
Yeah, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on those storms as we approach the weekend as well.
Indeed, they might actually lead to a little bit of a cool off if we're lucky.
Yeah,
we'll have to see. All right.
Well, sports is coming up next, so stay with us.
Now is the time to consider taking care of your driveway or parking lot. With more than 25 years experience, Harvey Paving and Seal Coating specializes in asphalt maintenance. A fantastic way to extend the life of your asphalt is by taking care of it, and we will fill in all the cracks and seal coat afterwards. This leaves your driveway with a beautiful finish looking like new. Why not increase the curb appeal of your residential or commercial space? Give us a call today at Harvey Paving and Seal Coating for a free quote, 262-0154.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Experience the ultimate outdoor living with Granville Stone and Hearth. Our high-quality grills and outdoor living products will take your backyard to the next level. Scan the QR code on your screen to explore our wide selection of grills and outdoor living accessories. From classic charcoal to state-of-the-art gas grills, we have everything you need to entertain guests in style. Create unforgettable moments with family and friends. Start your outdoor living journey today with Granville Stone and Hearth.
The bond between twins is a close one.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
As day is tonight.
Would you like me to introduce you to algebra? Al who? Oh boy.
And wrong is to right.
They both say weird kid who eats alone.
You can't have one without the other.
I need my own space. But we've always shared a room. I have a training bra. When you complete your training, get back to me.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Well, the 4th of July brings plenty of annual traditions. There are cookouts, fireworks, parades, Fox ABC hot dog contest, and down in Brooklyn, the Nathan's Famous hot dog eating contest. But the biggest event in competitive eating used to be not so big, and same with competitive eating itself.
On Tuesday, over 25,000 fans showed up in the rain at Coney Island to watch Joey Chestnut claim his record 16th mustard belt. But the annual Nathan's Famous hot dog eating competition hasn't always been what it is now.
The Nathan's contest was very, very small. When I first did it, there were 2 cameras and probably 10, 20 people, and you were trying to get someone to eat.
Since 1991, there have been a few constants on the 4th of July: hot dogs, fireworks, and George Shea on the mic.
They say the competitive eating is the battleground upon which
Shea, who graduated from Bangor High School in 1982, and his younger brother Richard have completely transformed competitive eating.
There was no such thing as competitive eating, right? I mean, we didn't even buy the URL competitive eating because no one used it except for us. And then we built it up and it just became more and more popular.
Centered around the Nathan's contest, the Shea brothers founded the International Federation of Competitive Eating in 1997, and shortly after, Major League Eating. But they didn't start the process with money on their mind.
I just thought it was funny, so I did a lot more effort. There was no money coming in from that, right? Like, we got no more money. We realized that people were responding very positively to it. There was more there. Like, the more you did, the more response you got.
Shortly after taking over the reins, they were blessed in 2001 with the presence of global phenom Takeru Kobayashi. But he was just scratching the surface.
Sort of documentaries and a lot of coverage in the 90s. But then Kobayashi came in 2001 and really pushed up the publicity that much more. And so we realized that there was this room for this kind of heroic figure.
Now, Major League Eating has some real star power with one of the biggest names in sports.
I speak of this man.
As a result, really, of his efforts and winning 16 times and being like just bigger than life. You can't walk down the street with him now, right? You can't. Everybody's stopping him for a selfie, and it's like, "Oh, Joey, I'll see you. You get there when you get there. I'll go on."
But no matter how far removed they are and how big Major League Eating gets, the Shea brothers still remember their days in Bangor quite fondly.
I look back on that time with enormous fondness because we really had a lot of fun.
That was a really cool story to tell and a really cool product to watch. If you didn't watch it this year, I'd recommend checking it out in 2024. Let's go to some basketball now. A big game this morning for Maine United, taking on the Knight Riders Elite, home to the Boozer Twins, the top-ranked recruit from the class of 2025. And the squad from Maine was dominant, especially in the second half. Cooper and Ace Flagg combined for 43 points. Cooper had 21, 10 boards, and 7 assists. 22 and 11 for Ace, and a really efficient day from the field, too. Bangor's Landon Clark with 19 points. He sunk 5 threes, and a 39-point second half led the boys to victory over the top-ranked AAU team in that age group as they move on in this year's Peach Champ tournament with that win. Let's stay with some basketball here and some news out of the Celtics world. Nothing on the Jaylen Brown front yet, but Grant Williams is on the move. on Wednesday. Boston completing a 3-team sign-and-trade deal with the Dallas Mavericks and San Antonio Spurs. It's a 4-year, $53 million sign-and-trade deal, so Boston freeing up some cap space with that move. Dallas takes on the contract. The Spurs will receive Reggie Bullock and a future pick from Dallas, who gets Grant Williams, and Boston gets more future second-round picks, all from Dallas, 2024, 2025, and 2028. Grant was huge in the 2022 playoffs, specifically Game 7 against the Bucks. Not as productive this year under Mazzulla, and now some more draft capital for Boston. Time for some Red Sox now. Sox looking to rebound after dropping Game 1 of a 3-game series with the Rangers. Sox bottom feeders in the AL East now, looking to make a push before the All-Star break coming up. They're up 2 here in the 5th. Justin Turner at the dish. He singles into left field. Around to score comes Masataka Yoshida. That's going to put the Sox up 3-0 now. That's a lot for Brian Bayo. He is on fire in the 7th with a little trouble with a runner on second, but he's going to get Marcus Semien to fly into left, ending the threat. Another stellar night for him. He goes 7 innings with just those 2 runs. An all-star, Kenley Jansen, would close us out. A perfect 9th inning for him for the save. Sox win. It's their 4th win. Their last 5 games, 4-2 is the final. They look to take the series on Thursday. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear. Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
Chase's Restaurant opens 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Chase's has something for everyone, but are famous for their deep-fried chicken cutlet and chicken marsala. Stop by soon. Chase's Restaurant and the Hideaway Lounge, just before the Herman Line, Route 2, Bangor.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available. Half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
ABC 7, Fox 22, Healing Hands Massage, and Gas Medical want to send you to see Big Time Rush live in concert on their Can't Get Enough tour with special guests Max and Jax Tuesday, July 11th at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services for our clients, and Gas Medical, 411 Main Street, Bangor, a full-service gas station and medical dispensary. Win tickets to see Big Time Rush July 11th on the Bangor waterfront.
Moosehead Medicine, Greenville's favorite dispensary. Our knowledgeable staff will guide you on your journey to find the perfect remedy specifically for you. From pain relief to relaxation, Moosehead Medicine has what you need to improve your well-being. Stop by Moosehead Medicine today and discover the power of nature's healing.
Pictionary.
This is for the trip to
Toothberry.
Dentist. Dentist, you did it! You're going to Antigua!
Weekdays at 10 on Fox 22.
Welcome back. Well, your wedding day dreams can all come true courtesy of McDonald's. The fast food giant announcing last month on its Indonesian Instagram account that it's now offering a wedding menu for couples who would like them to cater their special day. The wedding packages, which start at around $200, include 100 chicken sandwiches and 100 packs of 4-piece chicken McNuggets. Other options are also said to be available. Now, McDonald's says the packages will only include food, and couples looking to get hitched inside a McDonald's restaurant will not be allowed to do so. The package is currently only available in Indonesia, but will be making its way stateside soon.
Very interesting. Well, back here at home and over in Machias, the Daughters of the American Revolution are inviting people to tour a historic building which offers a glimpse of what life was like back in the 1700s. The Hannah Weston chapter of the DAR opened the Burnham Tavern Museum for the season on Wednesday. The tavern is most notable for its role as a makeshift hospital for British soldiers after the Battle of Machias, also well known as the Battle of the Margaretta. That was back in 1775. The DAR is currently looking for anyone that may be interested in volunteering as a tour guide for the historic landmark.
We have our members volunteer as docents through the summer, and we're really having trouble finding enough members as we get older to do the doceting, so it's hard to keep it open. And we are looking to have volunteers help us with that.
And if you'd like to learn more, you can reach out through Burnham Tavern Museum's website, which is burnhamtavern.com.
Well, finally tonight, our Craig Colson spent some time in the doghouse today. Now, we don't mean that he offended his co-anchor and got ousted from the desk. It was actually literally in the doghouse, and all for a good cause, to raise money for Bangor Humane Society. Jordan's Way, a nonprofit dedicated to raising money for animal shelters across the nation, is on a tour visiting 300 different shelters. Chris Rotunda, who you see right there, he's a Floridian bodybuilder and entrepreneur, is CEO of Jordan's Way. There's our Craig right there. Rotunda held a 3-hour-long Facebook Live encouraging those in the community to donate. The Humane Society's executive director, Susan Prendergast, shared her gratitude for the fundraiser.
This is great. I can't believe how many people are donating so early on, and we need all the help we can get. We're full of animals that need homes.
Craig's always a great sport. Well, several challenges and games took place during the live event. Volunteer teams were locked in dog kennels. Pets received treats at donation milestones, and volunteers got some pies in the face as well. There's Catherine Ravenscraft. If you missed your chance to donate during the live fundraiser, you can visit Bangor Humane Society's Facebook page or at donations.bangorhumane.org.
Wow.
Always willing to take one for the team, that Craig Colson.
Seriously.
He's amazing.
As well as everyone else involved
absolutely.
There. Thanks to our Craig for representing us there. Definitely a cause that we can both get behind as well as dog owners. And, you know, it's just a great way to not just raise money, but also raise awareness of all the pets that they have there that still need homes,
need homes, absolutely. And Catherine Ravenscraft always working tirelessly, a frequent guest here at WVII, always trying to get animals into their loving forever families. So we love to see it.
Yeah, we really do.
I hope that was a good pie.
Yeah, it looks pretty tasty.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Take care and good night.
Good night, everyone.